Hey everybody, welcome back to WSAV The Bridge, where the conversation never stops. And we are so lucky here in Savannah with all of the love and dedication that we have for making movies.
That's right. In Savannah State University, well, they jumped into the film festival arena just 3 years ago with the first ever SSU Indie Film Fest. And joining the conversation now to tell us about this year's festival, the driving forces behind the festival, we have Tracy Haynes. It's like a reunion.
It is. I know. We got Brittany, we got,
and also Kareem
Kareem back in television again.
Thank you for being here.
I'm still a little out of breath after the last segment.
Yeah.
The burpees.
We were too.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to just take a breather.
The only burpees I'll be doing is after a meal.
You're not pressing back down.
Not those burpees.
Yeah, really. But yeah, we're very hyped about this. We started the SSU Indie Film Fest as a thing to get the students to start making films.
Right.
You know, when I got to SSU, I discovered there were already students doing it with no instruction and no one prodding them or anything like that. And I thought, wow, let's give them a place to show these things off. Kareem McMichael's been in film for quite a while, so he and I had some conversations, and we said, yeah, we can do a film fest, and that's where it started. And it's grown since we first started.
Yeah, you've really had some real success with this film festival, both the first year, the second year, but now so much so that you've even opened it up to folks outside.
Yeah, we started small. We doubled the amount of films we got the second year. The third year, it's going to be completely different. Kareem's been talking about doing this for a while.
Yeah, I've been wanting to open it up to the public for multiple reasons. For one, it gives our students exposure to what other filmmakers in their arena and beyond are making. But then also it opens up the public and filmmakers from abroad to what our students are doing.
Right.
I graduated from Savannah State in 2009, and I know one of the things I talked to Tracy about was how we didn't really have a vessel to showcase a lot of our stuff. And in this city, you get overpowered a lot by SCAD. And I had the fortunate opportunity to work, with a lot of different films at SCAD and performed at different plays at Armstrong. But, this was like something for our students at Savannah State to say, hey, here we are in this growing market of film, like you said. So here's what our students are doing, and here's a showcase for them to have their work on display.
Now, you opened it up to the public, but when you say public, you mean the world. Anybody can submit.
Yes, anybody. I believe we actually had some people already in the submissions I viewed that are from even out of the country. Yeah, like if you see this information, you can submit. It'll be screened. The idea the festival will be the 10th through the 12th, and we'll show some of the films during the day. And then our student films will still reserve them for at night so they can still have their shine on their own. But yeah, it's for everyone to. And Savannah is huge. I mean, Forrest Gump was shot here. The Last Song with Miley Cyrus, a huge ton of films, major films that were shot here. So this is a great place for people to come and shoot.
And Kareem mentioned SCAD just a second ago, and they're an example for all of us in terms of the energy that they put out and the creative kind of excitement. I'm a grad, so I get to study them up close. And yet this is different. This effort is different. We have a different crowd, a different group of filmmakers who maybe don't get their voices heard as often, who maybe don't get their material seen as often. So this is a really neat opportunity for them. And then with this being opened up to everyone who wants to enter, wow, I'm excited just thinking about the potential films. Already, Kareem said we have 10 entries, and it's early in the process yet, so we're looking forward to everybody. And this is kind of an open invitation for everyone.
Yeah.
If you're making a film, send it to the SSU Indie Film Fest. We want it to be seen by folks and judged, and it's an exciting time. That's the Golden Tiger Award.
Yes,
so
this is the Golden Tiger.
So the
coveted Golden Tiger.
Coveted Golden Tiger
That's
Film
awesome.
Festival Award.
So
Right.
tell us exactly what we need to know about this film festival. 5 different genres, and what else?
So genres drama, comedy, horror, science fiction, documentary, and music video, which a lot of our students are hyped about. But actually, you'll be surprised at the films our students are putting out. And those are just the categories.
Yep, the film should definitely be 3 to 5 minutes. We definitely, at least when it comes to the judging process for sure, we want your film to be in the festival, so please watch profanity and certain things of that nature. Definitely no nudity.
We kind of call it PG-13.
Yeah, keep it clean. There we go. Yeah, we want to be family friendly. And the past 2 years, we have had people who brought children and families, and they enjoyed it thoroughly.
I did last year.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So let's talk about the judges, because what are judges looking for when they take a look at these films?
The judges are looking for a couple of elements, but definitely no key elements. Technically sound, making sure that visually it looks appealing, that the sound is definitely on point. I noticed in the past sometimes the sound hasn't always matched up and been there. But then also making sure that your story from beginning to end is bridged and is consistent. because sometimes there's some inconsistencies in that. So, and this year, instead of people just kind of picking favorites, it'll be judged on a scale of 0 to 10 as far as these different tiers where it comes to audio, video, plot, visual effects, and things of that nature.
And just general entertainment value too. Did you tell a good story? Did you tell it well? You know, that goes a long way.
Absolutely. How have you seen students grow from that very first year to now?
We've seen a lot of changes.
Wow.
We've seen a lot of changes in the last 3 years. We have students now who are interested in the different kinds of cameras. What kind of camera should I use? Do I need lights? Do I have to use lights? Yes, of course you do. Do I have to use a tripod? Yes, of course you do. And so we've seen them now they're actively going out and buying their own gear, making opportunities for themselves.
And I've noticed a lot of them too are writing their scripts more, because some of them would just run and shoot. Again, which brought me back to, like I said, storyline. Does it tie together from beginning to end? So they're writing their scripts, like you said, make sure they have the proper equipment, checking with us constantly about, well, you know, does this look good? Is it great? So they're taking those steps instead of it like in the beginning where they would just run and do it to say, hey, I want my film to be great, so I'm going to do pre-production, production, and post-production and do it right.
And so they really want to know about filmmaking, and they really want to have the appropriate gear and do their homework as they make their films. And it's been really nice to see the change.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, excellent.
Can't wait.
Thanks.
Well, all right, the deadline to submit a film for the SSU Indie Film Festival, April 2nd. There are 5 categories again: music video, horror, sci-fi, comedy, documentary, and drama.
Selected films will be notified by April 3rd. The festival is open to anyone worldwide. You're going to be overwhelmed. You guys are. The entry fee is $15 per film. The Film Fest is April 10th through the 12th. You can find out more at ssuindiefilmfest.weebly.com.